Welcome into the Personal Foul Podcast. I'm your host, Colton Gesser. Alongside me is my co-host, Phil. How the hell are you, sir?
Fantastic. How are you today?
I'm good. You got to be feeling pretty good. Your crappy New York Islanders are now the first overall selection in this upcoming NHL.
Yeah, I was going to get into that in a little while, but if you want to bring it up now, that's fine with me.
Yeah, we can start off with the NHL draft lottery.
Yeah, with a little hockey. We'll start off the show with some hockey. Islanders got the number one pick. Of course, they never get the pick when there's a generational player in the draft, but whatever. I'll take it. It's better than picking 10th. I guess right now, Schaefer, I mean, they have good defensemen and they need to score really bad. So I don't know if he needs to be the pick. You can't go wrong with either one of them. I know the Ranger fans are giving me nonsense about, oh, yeah, you're going to draft like Capo did, and, he was terrible for us. No, the Rangers drafted bad. That's right. Not Capo, Kako, whatever the hell his name was. The bum that's in Seattle now where he belongs. That's right. The Rangers whiffed on that pick. That's too bad. And what's his name? The one pick from the year before, Lafreniere, he really hasn't been that great either. So the hell with the Rangers. But you Flyer fans, can you stop crying for 2 seconds? You went from 4 to 6, and all I got to hear is, oh, we got screwed. I can't believe it, blah, blah, blah. You still got a top 6 pick. Stop whining. I got to hear you Flyer fans cry anymore about this. Stop making me sick about this. What was your thoughts about by the way, the Devils, who cares where they pick? Your thoughts on the lottery, which was very exciting, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say exciting. I could really give a rat's rear end. But only reason why I brought it up is because you're Islanders. Otherwise, I probably would have brushed over it. Ottawa's picking first, or what's it called, picking first, and would have went on with my day. But since it's your Icelanders, your fish sticks, I figured I'd bring it up for you.
Okay, there, Steve Summers.
I could just. Speaking of Steve Summers, did you see that clip from you're not really on social media, so you probably didn't. Steve Summers left Geo yesterday, a nice surprise yesterday morning on WFAN.
I thought he retired. He's still around?
Oh, yeah, he does overnights every once in a blue moon. So he left a used cough drop and bitten off fingernail on Geo's desk. So it's very nice of the great Steve Summers. So
classy. Ugh.
So
he's always been a disgrace. He's a Homer Met fan. He stinks. He was always there. Did you ever meet him when you were at FAN?
Yes, I did. I did meet Steve Summers, the great Steve Summers.
Tell him how great I am?
Yeah, I definitely did not. Definitely did not.
I know your Uncle John likes him so much. He always put me to sleep. He cured insomnia with his terrible schmoozing, so to speak.
The schmooze.
Yeah, the schmoozer. The bum is what he is.
Oh.
So anyway, staying on hockey. That was a hell of a win by the Jets the other night. I watched that whole game. So, I watched Game 7s. But what was his name? Got the game winning goal. I wrote it down here somewhere. You think I remember when I write something down here? What was his name? Because he's my hero of the week as well. Terrible job. Cole Perfetti. He got the game-winning goal with a second and a half left. He got the tip in. I mean, shame on the Blues for blowing that game. They were up 3-1 with a few minutes left. They let the Jets tie, and of course the Jets, get the game winner and late into the second overtime. And now the Jets advance. Part of me wanted St. Louis to win because I don't like seeing Canadian teams win. I don't call it the Stanley Cup anymore. I call it America's Cup because that's what it should be. It's America's Cup. The hell with Canada. The hell with anything Canadian. Especially the Blue Jays. I can't stand them. But that was a great win. We had a very interesting game last night. I can't believe how bad Florida got dominated by the Maple Leafs. What's his name? My old friend showed up and scored a goal. We were all shocked. What's his name? The goalie, Stoltz. He got stretchered out. Did you hear about that?
Yeah. Well, he's took a slap shot to the face early in the first period,
Mm-hmm.
and then took an elbow from Sam Bennett, who's probably going to end up suspended.
Oh, yeah, he's getting suspended for that cheap shot, without a doubt. But he ended up vomiting in between periods, and then he passed out and he got stretchered out. So he may not even play the rest of the series. I mean, concussions, something like that, that's going to last a while. I mean, when you get a shot to the front of the head and a shot to the back head, I mean, only someone like that, like a John Mayer, who has a thick cranium, can sustain something like that. Speaking of which, your uncle, he took a shot off his leg on Sunday pitching softball. He was whining and crying about it. It was a little flesh wound. You'd think he was, getting his leg amputated. He's such a wimp. You Mayers, man. My God, it's terrible. You guys can't play sports to save your lives. You're not an athlete like Babe Sitter. Anyway, back to hockey. The rest of my predictions, I still think Florida's going to win this series in 6. I like Carolina beating Washington. Speaking of John Mayer. I have Vegas beating Edmonton, which I think is going to go 7. I love that series. But I think Vegas is locked and loaded, and I think Edmonton is not going to get the lucky breaks that they got against the Kings. The Kings were the better team in that series, and the NHL referees, once again, did a terrible job letting them stay in the games and winning. It was an atrocious job. And I also have Dallas winning, which was another great game on Saturday night. I was watching it at the poker game at Uncle Johnson's, which I'll get into later. But I think Dallas is going to be riding the momentum wave in that series as well. This is the best round to me in hockey. When you got four great series like this, it's going to be a very enjoyable next 2 weeks of hockey. Your take on it?
Yeah, we had some good games. And speaking of good games, I'm watching one currently on the side here. I know people. I'm not going to bring it up till the end. But yeah, it's a great championship. You say that. You watch a game like this. These first 2 legs have been incredible. Might be the best ever. Inter Milan and Barcelona. We'll talk about it a little bit later. We'll talk about the ponies, of course, later on. So we got a lot to talk to on this show. But yeah, the hockey playoffs have been good. Game 7, I still can't get over that Winnipeg Jets comeback. I'm watching all the videos of the Blues fans all depressed.
Oh, they were sick.
Watching that debacle. It's unfortunate. Like
That's
I said,
a shame.
Saw with the Devils blowing their 3-goal lead, and then to see them lose in overtime. It's one of those.
Shot anyway. That was fool's gold. Carolina was the better team. You know that.
Oh, Carolina was, but the Devils also had moments where they looked good, and then they had moments where it's dude, what is going on? But again, we're not talking Devils. We're talking about the teams that are still in this dance. Tampa Bay with a nice. Not Tampa Bay. Florida losing that game yesterday to the Leafs. Can Toronto finally get over the hump? Is this the year Toronto finally gets over?
No, Florida is that good. I think they just had such a terrible game coming in. Bobrovsky was awful. He looked like Swiss cheese. I couldn't believe how bad he played. I don't think they're going to play another bad game like that. I wouldn't be shocked if they win the next 4. It will go at least. Toronto should win another game, but I don't see Toronto pulling that out, especially Marchand will probably wake up. Florida was just in a slumber, and they still somehow got within 1 goal. Toronto put it away, of course, but whatever. It's only 1 game.
Yeah. And speaking of performances that don't really put together how the whole series is going to go, we'll switch our way to the NBA. Mm-hmm. And the New York Knicks fans are jumping for joy. Won the Eastern Conference Finals already with a big win. I'll give them that. Mikal Bridges was huge. Defensively hit a big 3 in overtime as well. But Knicks fans, you guys gotta slow your roll. You guys just snuck by with a team that shot and missed 40 threes.
45 threes.
That's correct. 45 threes. Get it over your head. You're not winning the series. Congratulations. You won this one. I can't say anything. The Lakers are out. So it's what the hell are you talking about? But Knicks fans got to calm down. You won game 1. God, the way they were acting, you would have thought they won the series. So we'll see. It was an impressive win. It was impressive for the road teams, by the way, to start off these series. With Cleveland losing to Indiana, the Thunder losing last night to the Nuggets, which I'm not surprised by that.
That's not a shocker.
I've said it for a while. That's why I said it a few weeks ago when we kind of were doing our predictions. If the Lakers could get past Minnesota, which they clearly did not, if they were to get by them, I thought the Lakers, kind of their only issue was Denver. And if Golden State advanced, which Golden State clearly did advance, with the veteran presence, like SGA is that good. He's very freaking good. The problem is they don't have enough talent around him. And the thing is, you need at least 2 stars in this league. Look at the Celtics with Tatum and Brown. I mean, then you have more talent than just 2 star players there. You have Derek White, who's been a diamond in the rough for them. Drew Holiday does his job. Like, look at the Knicks. You look at the Knicks with Jalen Brunson, and if you want to add Cat, I don't love Cat, but you want to add Cat to that list. You have Julius Randle. Julius Randle keeps playing the way he has, especially against
Minnesota.
That's what I'm saying. In that Lakers series.
I thought you meant he's still in the Knicks. My apologies.
No. I'm saying if
he's the beat player to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, Anthony Edwards is that good. If Randall could play like he did in that Lakers series, dude, boy, oh boy, the Timberwolves might be that team in the West this year.
Speaking of which, I think you owe the fans here an apology for picking the Lakers to go to the finals, and they couldn't even get out of the first round. So, humbly eat the crow here and say that your Lakers stink.
My Lakers, it ended up biting them in the ass and not having a big at the end, and that's what ended up happening. They had no sides. They got railroaded on the glass by Rudy Gobert in a game that they should have won. Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves couldn't hit a 3 to save their lives, and yet you give up like a 20-20 game or almost a 30-20 game from Rudy Gobert, who can't freaking score to save his life. So shame on the Lakers, and they didn't have any size, and it bit them in the ass. So I'll gladly hold my hand up. Julius Randle, who I did not think was going to be that good of a player for the Timberwolves, absolutely dominated the series, along with Anthony Edwards, and tip my cap where it's due.
Yes.
Then you had a Game 7 win with the Golden State Warriors over the Houston Rockets. Kind of knew that one. Kind of same.
Yeah, that was. I can't believe the Warriors let that get to 7 to begin with. That was embarrassing.
Well, that kind of tells you, like, okay, Golden State really isn't that good. I think it's going to be coming down to Denver, to be honest, again. It's going to be Denver and I think Minnesota, for the finals for the West.
And that would be a hell of a finals because that was a great semifinal round last year. That went 7, and Minnesota ended up winning that. So that wouldn't surprise me at all. I'd hate to see OKC, have such a great regular season and then bow out meekly, but it wouldn't surprise me because SGA really has nobody around them. Indiana is scary. I mean, there's talent. I mean, you got Halliburton. Who's the other guy that I like on that team? God, I'm terrible with names.
Miles Turner.
Yes, Miles Turner.
Pascal Siakam.
Yes, Siakam. They're a very good, well-rounded team, and Newell is a very good coach. I don't count them out. I would not be shocked if they won that series. As much as I like the Cavaliers because they have Kenny Atkinson, Coach of the Year. They have a few Nets on there. I love Jared Allen. I always hated that trade for Harden. By the way, Harden, way to come back in your Game 7 mode with the Clipper game there, Mr. No-Show Game 7. Boy, you can bet on that like it's nothing. I mean, God, how many times is he going to no-show in a Game 7? That's an absolute disgrace by Harden. Terrible, terrible job once again. But that's Harden in a nutshell for you. That's why he has 0 rings and will never have a ring. When you need him, he folds like a lawn chair, like John Mayer's pitching. My moles do tell me, yes, I have moles. They are telling me that the Nets are in play for Giannis Antetokounmpo. You like that? I pronounced his name right. The Nets.
You guys heard it play for him. He ain't going there. He ain't going there.
It's not like he has a say. He wants out of Milwaukee. Let's not kid ourselves. And the Nets have some good young talent. They are way under the cap, so they can afford him. They have a lot of the Nets have. I wrote it down here somewhere. Where is it in my notes here? They have 31 picks in the next 7 years. 15 first rounders and 16 second rounders. They obviously can't keep all of them. So they got to trade and get rid of half of them. You bring in, you trade some of the talent that they have. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know why Milwaukee would trade him anyway. And my moles also tell me that Durant's going to get traded because he only has 1 year left. I don't know where the hell he's going to go or who's going to take him.
My moles. Are your moles John Mayer?
Moles. What?
Are your moles John Mayer?
No, he's a rat. He's a bum. He's bum rat. But, the NBA is going to be interesting this offseason. But I want to get through the playoffs first because not that there's been many great games. There's been some terrible games. I mean, the NBA, and let's go back to this Boston game last night. What are they doing? Hoisting 45 threes. You have a 20-point lead and you're still shooting threes? Red Auerbach was turning in his grave last night to get the ball down low, make some layups. That's an easy win. You're at home and you blow that game. That's atrocious basketball. That's the NBA 2025 in a nutshell. Chuck and dump. Let's not play defense. We're up 20. Let's keep shooting threes. Let's run down the court and shoot a three for no reason. The NBA has gotten terrible with this. I know it'll never happen, but boy, I'd love to see the NBA get rid of the three-point line. It would go back to playing some, good fundamental basketball again. But I know it'll never happen because everybody wants to shoot from half court, which is also nauseating. But that's today's game.
Yeah, it's that's kind of where the sport is going, and that's also the Celtics' MO. That's why the Celtics won it all last year. They played again. Can't say good defense.
You got to stop at some point.
I hear you.
Fourth quarter, you're shooting threes.
I hear you. They're going to win. They missed a lot of open looks that they're not going to going forward. They're good. They're fine. Knicks fans can enjoy getting.
I know they're fine, but it's just terrible basketball.
That's a sport. I agree.
My mind that we still see this in today's game. Like, how many big leads are gone because teams keep shooting threes instead of trying to make easy layups? I don't get it. I guess I never will. I'm that old man yelling at the clouds.
I get it. It's where the sport is. It's not a great place. That's why I enjoy watching college basketball sometimes more than I do watching the NBA. So it's especially during the regular season. I don't agree with you a lot, but your talk about earlier on cutting the playoff teams down and shortening the regular season, I think this is the way to go.
I totally.
These guys don't give a rat's ass about the regular season because they're going to get in either way because we have 10 nauseating teams that get in. Yeah. And it's a shit show every single time. You don't get good basketball till the playoffs, where they're games are.
They haven't been good.
Again, every Laker game was tight. It's not like they weren't tight. It's not like they're not good games. They are good games. They're not all blowouts, other than the Thunder Memphis series. Outside of that, all the games are actually decent. This because they matter more.
I saw a stat for all you LeBron fans out there, Nate Brown. LeBron has been swept in 3 different decades. Did you know that?
He wasn't swept. He was not swept.
No, he wasn't swept this year, but I didn't notice. But he was swept. He got swept once in the 90s. He got swept once in the 2000s. And in the 2000s and 2010s and 2020s. Mr. Jordan never got swept, let alone swept in 3 different decades. And he played 3 different decades. So for all you Jordan haters up there, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Carry on.
Oh, Phil, you suck.
And that goes for my son, too, you fraud. He's another LeBron lover.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. That game has just ended. Inter Milan with the win over Barcelona to go to the finals for the Champions League, and we'll finish it up tomorrow with PSG and Arsenal on some footy as well. Are there really any big NFL news?
Justin Tucker got cut. I had to hear about that.
Yeah, by the way, the Ravens, it was for football reasons. My ass was football reasons.
I know. Come on. I don't want to
Very easy. He struggled last year. He struggled. But God almighty, you cut him.
Was terrible toward the end.
Yeah, he was bad last year. So don't say it was performance-based. it was definitely because of the off the field issues.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Let's not cut it here.
Without a doubt.
Damn Ravens. Other than that, I really don't know any other NFL news. It's going to kind of be slow the next few weeks as players start reporting to camp coming up. But outside of that, that's kind of going to be it. I know players pick their jersey numbers out. So that's kind of where we're at as far as that goes. Also, we'll work our way to the the MLB. I know you're probably freaking shaking in your boots with how bad Devin Williams has been. Is this another guy, Phil, that just can't handle New York? Like it right now. Or do like I know he's kind of struggled. My buddy brought it to my attention. He's kind of struggled since June last year, Devin Williams.
Yeah.
Is it that he's just struggling, or is it like he just cannot handle New York? Like what is it?
Because he's struggling in New York. He was struggling at the end of last year. I mean, Milwaukee gave him away for Nestor Cortez, who was coming off surgery last year, and you saw that pitch he made in the World Series. I mean, they gave him away. They wanted to get rid of that salary, and right now the Yankees are paying dearly for it. But once again, Aaron Boone has to be the smartest guy in the room. Puts him in the 8th inning last night. What are you doing? You have Cruz pitching really well. He came in the 7th inning, threw 2 pitches. Not one, but 2. 2 pitches. Not 20, 2 pitches. Didn't want to use him in the 8th inning. I watched the post game. I just wanted to throw my remote when I heard this. Boone says, well, he pitched 2 innings 2 days ago, and I didn't want him to exert himself. 2 days, not yesterday, but 2 days ago. So he had a whole day of rest. And he pitched 2 pitches, so no, we can't use him in the 8th inning. I mean, baseball is just gone to hell in a handbasket. I mean, why not leave Rodon out there? He had 96 pitches. You know your bullpen's struggling. And he showed like he was a little mortal last night, but he came in with the bases loaded. I just don't understand baseball today. I mean, 96 pitches. Give him another 10, 15 pitches. Give him one more inning. He was mowing them down. San Diego was happy as hell that he got out of the game. What did they do? They started hitting the ball. But, that's today's baseball in a nutshell. I mean. So
that's today's baseball for you, Phil. It's unfortunate. That's why I don't love the game that I grew up watching. Not that I can sit here and oh, dude, I remember when these guys were throwing 200 pitches. I'm not going to tell you that because I don't remember any of that. But the game's different. It's bringing the guys that throw 95 to 100. They'll eventually blow their arm off and get Tommy John because they're throwing way too hard.
Yeah.
And that's
gonna get it.
And that's baseball for you. It's unfortunate. That's where the game's gone. And you don't see any guys really go deep into games. And when it gets to the postseason, it's especially when it comes to the Yankees, it's home run or bust. That's where they've gotten a lot of the runs from this season. Around home runs.
They cannot get situational. They got 2 guys batting over 350 on the team with Goldschmidt and Judge, and they can't get any situational hitting from the rest of the team. It's embarrassing. I'm tired of seeing Austin Wells leading off. I mean, Grisham leading off. Rice was doing well there. I don't understand what the hell they dropped him down for. It's not like he was slumping. I don't get it. Boone always has to be the smartest guy in the room. It's annoying as hell. So you want to hear an interesting stat? Our New York Yankees are 19-16, have the 5th best record. The 6th best record in the American League. Detroit, Cleveland, Kansas City, Seattle, and Oakland all have better records than the New York Yankees. It does not get any more embarrassing than that. They're not great. Their pitching staff is depleted. I'm not surprised. Are you? I can't believe you're surprised. They didn't do enough. They didn't do enough. Just shows how bad the AL East is. I mean, it's an abortion, right? Baltimore's 13-20, which I called. I said they're going to be in last place because they have no pitching.
Say Baltimore.
Baltimore
has all. The thing is, what I didn't get with Baltimore. Baltimore had new owners come in, and it seemed like money to spend, and then you lose your ace. You don't replace them, and you have all these young bats. It's very weird.
Mayo just called up. They have no room for him. I mean, trade him, get an arm back. I don't understand what the hell Baltimore's doing. Erstad, he can never seem to play they're always platooning. What's his name? My
Colton
first baseman.
Cowser.
Yeah, Cowser, Ryan O'Neal, or Tommy. I don't know, whatever they're called. And there's too much platooning in Baltimore, and there's no pitching. I mean, trade some of these guys. Colorado has a record of 6-28. They may break the record of Chicago last year for the most losses of all time. As bad as the AL East is, the NL East has been playing very well. The Mets, once again, pull another one out of their derriere last night. They win 23-13. They're now 23-13. What's his name? The shortstop who I actually like on that team.
Francisco.
Who? Not Soto.
Are you talking about
Lindor? He had a big home run last night.
Big Meat Pete.
Yeah, he's had a hell of a year. He's going to get paid. The Mets may rue not giving him $100 million. He may get $200 million after this offseason. Imagine paying $1 billion to Soto and Alonso, and then you still got Lindor. You're going to pay up. Oh, the poor Mets. They're in for a deep demise soon. Philly, they still have the best pitching in the National League. Well, second best behind the Dodgers. But they're 19-15. The NL West. Dodgers are 24-11. San Diego's 23-11. San Francisco's 24-14. Arizona 18-17, and they may not make the playoffs. That's pretty sad. The Cubs 22-14. There's been some early surprises this year. A lot of interesting baseball, so to speak. There's been some terrible baseball as well. Especially by the Yankees. I mean, the Yankees, they've blown at least 4 games that easily should have not.
I think the Yankees have blown 6 games in the 8th inning or later.
Yeah, it's been a rough start. And, Boone just does nothing to get out of his way. He won't criticize anybody. Everyone's doing well. Williams will get out of this. Austin Wells will start hitting.
That's today's athletes. That's the problem. I thought they never should have gotten rid of Girardi. And yet here they bring in ass-clown Aaron Boone, and it's, it's okay.
It's his best friend.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Aaron struggles in the postseason. It's okay.
All right. No big deal. I have no ring.
These athletes, Phil. You got to baby these guys. You can't criticize them.
They need me to manage them for a couple of weeks. You watch how quickly I ship and shape them up, because I am a master manager, just like how I run the WBC. Of course, I'm not there this week and we get swept because John Mayer stinks at everything. The bum. Speaking of bums, time for the man of the week and the bum of the week. Excuse me. Shh. Podcast is going on. Be quiet, please. My man of the week is Perfetti, hero of the week. He got that game-tying goal with a second left. My backup was Aaron Judge for being player of the month. Batting a robust .430. I mean, he's done a good job. Now he's not going to bat 400 for the year. So he's going to cool off eventually. It's just, the way it is. Who do you have for your man of the week?
My man of the week has to go to, and it's not just man of the week, it's man of the game last night, and that'd be Mikal Bridges. I've shit on Mikal Bridges a lot since that trade, and I still think he's ass and doesn't perform. But boy, oh boy, he came out big last night for the New York Knicks. So my player of the day would be, one, Mikal Bridges.
All right. And who do you have for a bum of the week?
Your bum of the week? Oh, my bum of the week? Oh, that would be one, Devin Williams. I'm sick and tired of this, the airbender. I thought he was going to be great for the Yankees. I got to hold him to the fire. He's been absolutely atrocious. And I don't know where they're going to pitch him. Start pitching him in the 6th inning or something, or the 7th. You cannot pitch him in the big spots. He does not have it right now.
My bum of the week is that dopey drunk fan that fell out of the stands in Pittsburgh. I fell a couple of stories. Did you see that?
It's terrible. That guy was incredible.
I know it's terrible, but it was funny as hell. I watched that 100 times. He did this tilt the world and just went splat. He's okay, by the way. He's coming around. But apparently he was pissed drunk. He was Arnie Lauer drunk. And when the ball was hit, he was like rocking, and he just tumbled. He hit the ground hard. You, my Pittsburgh Pirates fan, are the bum of the week. Yes, he did do an Artie Lauer flying headbutt. Something was his whole body. That's right.
You're terrible.
I am.
Before we wrap up the show, I'll give you your moment to talk about the poker game. You guys charge way too much for my broke ass with a wedding next week to be involved in that poker game. Shame on you bums. But your little reenactment of poker this week before we wrap up the show here.
Yeah, so it's funny you mentioned the wedding because it's going to segue into your wedding here. So I was the odds-on favorite, and I was the chip leader for a pretty extensive time in this tournament. And then it was just absolutely terrible what happened to me in 3 hands. It was probably karma because I was making fun of Tanya Johnson there for a little bit, how women shouldn't be playing poker and stuff like that. So I got ace queen. Here I have chip leader. I got over 50 grand in chip. I'm winning this tournament with ease because I'm playing with a bunch of dopes. So I got ace queen. Guys betting into me. There's an ace on the flop. I'm like, oh, I got this ace. Now, remind you, this guy had ace king twice in like the past 15 hands. Like, there's no way he has ace king because that's the only hand that can beat me. So he's betting me. I'm betting on, we flip the card. He goes all in. We flip the cards. He has ace king again. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I lost about 20 grand that hand. Very next hand dealt to me, ace queen. I was going to throw it away, but it was suited. And I was like, it's suited. I may get a flush. Let me look at the flop. There was nothing on the flop. And who's it? Stephen Trimble bet into me. Hello, dear. How are you? Bets into me.
So special without having.
Why don't you be quiet? Go clean the pool, woman. Make me dinner. Don't you laugh. It's not funny.
Oh, that's great. What a dope.
So he bets into me, and I called because there were 4 hearts out there. I don't hit my flush. He beats me. She left, John. So I lost another 10 grand. Damn if I didn't get ace queen again the next hand. I was so aggravated losing 2 in a row. I said, screw it. I pushed all in. I was on tilt. I was so damn mad. I hate the damn lady. The lady beat me. I pushed all in, and the guy who beat me with ace king 2 hands later has ace and beats me with pocket aces. So I went from royalty to Colton just like that in a matter of moments. It was absolutely terrible. I went from cheerleader to being out. So instead of winning the damn tournament, the first place was 2 grand. That was a nice tournament. So anyway, getting back to your wedding, John Mayer found out on this podcast last week that I'm sitting with him at his table because I mentioned I was supposed to be at the family table, and you said no, you're sitting with John Mayer. So I had to bring that up with him. He got all bent. He's like, I can't believe I'm not at the family table. I said, John, you're lucky you're even invited because we all know I got invited before you did. So he's carrying on. He's so insulted that he's not at the family table. I'm surprised he's not commenting about it right now in the comment section.
He can blame his sister for it.
So. That's right. You're with me and you're with Ricky. I pity the bartender, though. I hope you have us close to the bar because I have a designated driver going home that night. I heard it's terrible.
Don't blame
You're with me and Ricky where you belong. Hey, at least you're not with Artie Lauer on the outside looking in, knocking on the window, trying to get into the wedding. Be grateful you're not there. That's what I just said. I am close to the bar. Anyway, no, we will have a show next week. But then the big wedding will be on Thursday the 15th. I can't wait for that. I have Friday off. It's going to be a great weekend. I'm sure the lovely Christina will look beautiful. I can't wait to have the first dance with her. It will be a nice it will be a lovely day. I'll try to control your uncle. I'll make sure he doesn't get too drunk and, wet himself on the dance floor. Hope we don't get it. He probably won't be able to dance because he's going to get his leg amputated from the shot he took on softball on Sunday. So, are you ready for the big wedding?
I am indeed. Yeah, it's close.
That's right. Where's Laura to slap me? She's out cleaning the pool where she should be. Go Birds! Ian, no football talk. Thursday.
Oh, Karen Warren. Oh, no, look who it is. Oh, it's Karen Warren. Oh, Karen. Kick rocks. Shout out Ian Engel. Back in the comments. We love that.
Yes. Thank you, Fire Chief. No, the hell with the Mets. I'll stop you right there. No
Stop
Mets.
it right there.
Screw
Oh,
the Mets.
But another good show in the books. We will be live Monday because I'll be dropping off stuff at the venue Tuesday. So, Phil, if you're available Monday, we will do this.
All right. I work till 6 on Monday, so it'll be a later show on Monday if that's all right.
That's fine. We'll do a later show.
Monday, figure 6:30, fans. 6:30 on Monday. We'll see you then.
We'll see you then. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We'll be back again next week.
That's right.